Hi guys, welcome you all to here Chris vlog, and today this video dive into exploring the most famous bridges crossings over the River Seine, 37 historic bridges in Paris, and a little insight on their background stories. I was opportune to take a quick trip to Paris, and you can all see on your screen how it started from the takeoff to when I landed late at night in Beauvais Airport in the outskirts Paris, rented a car, and had to drive about 2 hours to my destination. And for that night, I was really exhausted. Given how tired I was last night, I didn't find it difficult to sleep and I had a good one. So the morning after was very energetic, as my quest to tour through the River Seine bridges will have me go through the Eiffel Tower first. So another long drive from my destination to this beautiful landmark of a tower. I was here for some minutes before crossing over to get a ticket for my expedition of these bridges. It was a windy day. However, I had to learn a lot about these bridges and its background story and significance from the tour guide history tutor who was in same ferry that conveyed my inquisitive mind through this tour. Please fasten your seatbelt as this video explores the 37 bridges of Paris.
Well, we are going to cross Paris today on the river. It could be the most beautiful avenue of Paris, this Seine River. And you know, the boat is actually the symbol of Paris. This is the coat of arms of Paris. It's a sailing boat. And you can see this coat of arms of many institutions.
37 bridges and footbridges span the Seine, connecting the left bank to the right bank. With the exception of a few newer bridges, most of the bridges over the Seine are reminders of Paris' past. The Parisi tribe who inhabited Ile de la Cité built the first bridges in Paris, the Petit Pont and the Grand Pont, in 52 BC. Today there are 37 bridges spanning the Seine, which flows for 13 kilometers through Paris. They make for an exceptional heritage and are a magnificent sight, by day as by night. The Seine riverbanks, from Pont de Sully to Pont de Bir Hakeim via Pont Alexandre III, are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The best-known bridges in Paris include the oldest one, Pont Neuf, the construction of which began in 1578, Pont Alexandre III, built for the 1900 Universal Exhibition, Pont Marie, built to provide access to Ile Saint-Louis when it began to be urbanized in the 17th century, and Pont de l'Alma, a magnet for tourists, as it is the place where Princess Diana met her tragic death in 1997. The Pont des Arts, which connects the Institut de France to the Louvre Palace, has become a meeting place for lovers from all over the world. The most recent footbridge, the Passerelle Simone de Beauvoir, is a lens-shaped structure that was inaugurated in 2006. The bridge crossing on your screen now is called Le Pont Alexandre III. This bridge was inaugurated for the 1900 Universal Exhibition in Paris and bears the name of Alexandre III, the second to last emperor of Russia. Made out of metal, the bridge is composed of 32 bronze candelabras, numerous sculptures such as winged deities, herds of lions led by children and nymphs. The first stones were laid in 1896 by Tsar Nicholas II, Empress Alexandra Fedorovna, and French President Félix Faure.
Talking about revolution, the bridge in front of us was made with the stone of the Bastille, the fortress of the Bastille, destroyed during the revolution. It's a symbol of monarchy, and we make of it a bridge to walk on, the symbol of monarchy.
Riding through the river, you'll see on your screen a gigantic structure on the right side of the riverbank, which is the French Parliamentary House of Assembly, before approaching the famous Van Gogh Museum on the same side of the riverbank. On your screen is Le Pont des Arts. This bridge is primarily known and admired for its so-called love locks that Parisians and tourists have attached to its barriers. Despite its popularity, the Paris City Hall has discouraged placing the locks because their combined weight threatens the bridge's structure. A classified historic monument since 1975, the bridge is actually a reconstruction that dates from 1984. Because of bombings during World War II, the bridge became so fragile that it was closed to vehicles in 1977, before collapsing in 1979. On both sides of the riverbank are people going about their daily routine, exercising, and recreational activities with the University of Paris, on site, established between 1160 and 1250 in the French capital. The University of Paris, often known as La Sorbonne, is known to have been one of the first established universities in Europe, although it was suspended from operating between 1793 and 1896, following the French Revolution. The River Seine current flows. It flows northwesterly, curving through Paris to the Normandy coast, where it empties far away into the English Channel, the most important river in northern France, and with modern canals linking it to the Loire, Rhône, and Rhine. The Seine has been the hub of Paris and of France since the Middle Ages. Getting further is Le Pont de la Concorde, with a symbolic sculpted stallion on the left side of the riverbank, and an insight on the crossing will crown this bridge. As a very special bridge is that the stones used to construct the symbolic bridge are from the Bastille, the famous fortress that was destroyed during the French Revolution on July 14, 1789. Inaugurated in 1791 and quite plain in design, decorative elements were added to the bridge in 1810 under the orders of Napoleon Bonaparte. There's a saying in Paris that creativity, education, and top scholars are found on the left side of the bank, and the city, expensive nightlife and loudness, happens on the right side of the riverbank. The bridge in perspective now is Pont au Change. The Pont au Change is a bridge over the Seine River in Paris, France. The bridge is located at the border between the 1st and 4th arrondissement. It connects the Ile de la Cité from the Palais de Justice and the Conciergerie to the right bank at the Place du Châtelet. Several bridges bearing the name Pont au Change have stood on this site. It owes its name to the goldsmiths and money changers who had installed their shops on an earlier version of the bridge in the 12th century. The current bridge was constructed from 1858 to 1860 during the reign of Napoleon III and bears his imperial insignia. With a site not too distant is the monumental structure of Notre Dame Paris. Notre Dame de Paris, meaning Our Lady of Paris, is a medieval Catholic cathedral on the Ile de la Cité, on island, on the riverbank of the River Seine. Built during the medieval era, construction of the cathedral began in 1163 and was largely completed by 1260. The cathedral is a widely recognized symbol of the city of Paris and the French nation. In 1805, it was awarded honorary status as a minor basilica. As the cathedral of the Archdiocese of Paris, Notre Dame contains the Cathedra of the Archbishop of Paris. In the early 21st century, approximately 12 million people visited Notre Dame annually, making it the most visited monument in Paris. On 15th April 2019, the cathedral caught fire, destroying the flesh and the forest of oak roof beams supporting the lead roof. It was speculated that the fire was linked to ongoing renovation work. Sailing past the Notre Dame, you can see it heavily under major reconstruction. A sail on this River Seine, going beneath the old stones that makes up the bridges, will give you a similar feelings to that of Venice. But River Seine seemed to give a broader insight even when it's more narrow, than the large Venice waterfront. The Seine remains central to French life, culture, and identity. The port of Le Havre, at the mouth of the Seine, is France's largest international shipping port, and the river runs through the wealthiest and most populated of the 27 administrative regions of France, known as Île-de-France or the Paris region. Our tour guide for the day had something to say about an island on the river called Île de la Cité, meant for the wealthy class to reside.
Name hôtel particulier everywhere in Paris. And hôtel particulier is a wealthy mansion for a family and the domestics. It's huge normally, and there are two elements of activation. You have a courtyard and a garden. You have two
A good fact to know about the river is that the Seine River passage flows through Paris, as it has been narrowed between the riverside quays. Flowing sluggishly in sweeping loops, the river passes below Mantes-la-Jolie across Normandy toward the English Channel. The broad estuary opens rapidly and extends for 16 miles below Tancarville to Le Havre. It experiences the phenomenon of the tidal bore, which is known as the mascarée, although continued dredging since 1867 has deepened the river so that the mascarée has gradually diminished.
That are very weird. It's a mix in between contemporary. Some are very beautiful. It's kind of open air museum. It's sculptured and vegetal, but the thing that makes it very special is the river. Ouais, c'est intéressant ces jardins. Ils sont une espèce de mix entre les sculptures contemporaines et puis le végétal. Et en fait, vous avez ces sortes de plateformes, de petites arènes comme ça, qui sont utilisées par de danse pour prendre des cours de danse de salsa, de flamenco. Qui prennent des cours de danse le matin. The Parisians lived in very small, very tiny apartments, and the public spaces is very important for them. They are staying a lot of the history of Paris. There are many Normandy. And we can say that the left is the left bank and the right is the right bank. And to make the difference, in French we say, on the left we think and the right we spend money. This was the part where was developed intellectually with the university. This one was being with the
Nice lifestyle.
Le Pont Mirabeau is a bridge, which is located in the 15th district, was made famous in a poem by Guillaume Apollinaire that was later adapted in a 1973 song by French singer Léo Ferré. The bridge spans the Seine, connecting the quarter of Javel in the left bank to Auteuil in the 16th arrondissement. It links Rue de la Convention and Mirabeau on the left bank and to Rue de Rémusat. Also on the left side upstream is the Gare de Javel of the RER, Line C. The bridge have a passage for the Paris metro stations Mirabeau and Javel André Citroën. I hope being out on this windy day sailing on River Seine have enlightened you a bit about this historic river that has its root embedded in history and eternity. Hence Paris exists. River Seine isn't gonna run dry. And with that optimism of mine, for those of you who will love to experience the River Seine beauty, please hit the like button, share this video and subscribe if you're yet to do so and if you've done just that. I indulge a little bit of superstitiousness in my appreciation to be your lucky charm, bringing you to Paris soon. This is with love from me to everyone who loves the best things nature gave to humanity. I can cite the Eiffel Tower is as we complete the tour, and I will say it's my pleasure bringing you a content like this. Please tell me on the comment section the next city you'll like to know about. Thanks, see you on the next video. Bye.